time for Roula and Ryan's Revenge.
For the truly wronged, sometimes all you have left is revenge.
104.1 KRB.
All right,
It's
go
all
to
about payback.
krbe.com and you can get connected with Eric and find out. You will find out why you want to be connected with Eric, because somebody messed with you. You got him back and they don't know it yet. And you got your payback. It's called revenge. Let's welcome Rosemary to the show and find out what's up. Good morning, Rosemary.
Good morning.
Hey,
Good morning, Rosemary.
So why are you here with us on Revenge?
I've had it with my brother. I asked him to babysit my kids so my husband and I can go on a date.
Okay.
And he uses my son's iPad, and I don't know. I can't even tell you how much hardcore porn there was on there.
Wait. Back up a second. You said hardcore porn on your kid's iPad?
Yes.
Gross.
How old's your kid?
My son is 4.
That's what it was 4.
So-
I wasn't sure if it was 3 or 4.
You used your 4-year-old son's iPad to look at porn and...
Like left it there so that when your child went to go grab the iPad and you unlocked it for your child, the first thing there was going to be that
This ain't Paul.
page.
Where's Paw Patrol?
It was the fact of the home page, but then I went to go, find an episode that my son wanted to watch. So I go through the history, and I mean like 20 pages, seriously.
Ooh. What's your brother's name, by the way?
Dave.
You said he was caring for your child while he decided to have some fun with himself. Oh, there are so many things wrong with this. Where was the kid when he's watching porn on the kid's iPad? Where was your son?
From what I understand, he puts the kids to bed early. I mean, one's 2, so goes to bed really early. And, yeah, both of them were supposedly asleep.
Oh, wow. So you put the kids to bed early so you get some alone time.
First of all,
Or-
can't you just wait till go
you
home?
get to your own house.
Yeah, how horny is your brother?
It's not like your brother's your nanny, right? He's not with you 24/7. It was one time
Exactly.
you asked him to watch your kids.
Right, and here's the worst part. He's married.
Well, married people look at porn.
Wait, why is that bad?
That might make more sense.
Do it in your own house.
Oh, do it in your own house. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, is this all we need to know before we talk to your brother, or is there anything else we need to know other than the anger you have, as you should, about what he watched on your child's iPad?
That's about it.
Your revenge is just having him on, letting everyone know that.
I'd be pretty embarrassed and humiliated.
There's already enough revenge. The fact that he's sitting by doesn't
And
know
he
what he's
can't
on the
hear
line for.
any of this,
He
right?
doesn't know, he knows the Roula and Ryan show wants to talk to him, but he can't hear this. He doesn't know.
Okay, let me get it's Dave, right? That's his name,
Yeah,
Rosemary. Let's get Dave on the line and further.
Oh no! You bring it up, really. You ask him.
Okay, let's just
I'm
figure
not
this out.
touching it.
How we're going to say it. Okay. Well,
He
I
did.
hope not.
Oh, so
Rosemary,
awkward.
stand
Oh,
by.
no.
Don't say anything. Quiet on the set as we welcome Dave into the cave. That's exactly what we're going to do, the cave of shame. Hi, Dave. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show on 104.1 KRBE. Good morning.
Hi.
Hey, Dave, do you ever listen to the Roula and Ryan show?
I'm sorry, I don't, but I am familiar. My wife listens to you guys.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, I heard you don't really like to listen to radio. You like to watch things.
You're more like a techie guy, like you watch stuff on your iPad versus like television, maybe?
Sure, yeah, of course.
Well, that's what brings us to this conversation, Dave. And I'm going to warn you now, it's going to get really awkward because it already is. Your sister Rosemary contacted us about a recent stay at her house. Rosemary, why don't you go ahead and explain to your brother what's happening here?
Dave, remember when you were babysitting my kids?
Yeah, last week.
Remember you put them to bed early and then you got on my son's iPad? Guess what? I checked my son's iPad, and while you were watching them while they were asleep, you were watching porn.
Yeah, that's true.
On the 4-year-old's iPad, you idiot!
Listen, the screen's bigger than my phone. What do you want from me?
Oh, my God.
Hey, watch it on your phone and do it at your own house.
He seems a little shamey.
A little shamey, you were watching porn on a 4-year-old's iPad, and she told us that you didn't clear out the history. Do you realize that boy could have actually pulled that up? All he had to do if he was looking for a video, pulled it up, and boom, hardcore porn's in front of a 4-year-old.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think about that.
I mean, you were just asked to watch these kids for a whatever window of time. You had to go there on that night in your sister's house with her kids.
No, obviously I don't have to go there, but it's not like I'm getting paid.
What is with these siblings thinking they should? They
So
want
you're not
money
getting
for
paid.
doing
You thought you'd have a
favors.
little spanky time.
No. I was definitely not having spanky time. That was later. I was just having the
Oh, gross!
Oh.
You're grossing me out.
So you put it in
You're grossing me out,
in the bank.
dude.
You're just
What
putting
I'm
the
saying,
video in there.
Can't you just do that?
Yeah,
on your
exactly.
Own
I
time?
was
You're downloading?
short term.
Wait a second,
Short-term
Dave.
bulk.
Why can't you do that on your own time, away from your sister's house and away from her children?
I don't know what the big deal is. They were upstairs in their bedroom. I was downstairs in my own space. I wasn't listening to it with the sound on, like I'm not.
Babe, it's not your own space. It's my house.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy.
Well, what's the revenge here other than this public shaming?
Oh, the revenge is that I put it all over Facebook and every one of our family members is going to know.
What? What did you put on Facebook?
Whoa.
How did you word it, Rosemary? Like, what did you write? What's your Facebook post exactly? I'm just curious
That's
to
what
know.
my brother's been up to.
And what did you say? Did you take a screenshot of all the links he's watching?
Yeah, what'd you do?
I just wrote, FYI, don't ask Dave to be your babysitter because he watches porn on your son's iPad.
Why would you put... Even I have to say, this is a pretty low revenge. I don't know.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
I'm all for shaming him on the radio, but then you shamed him, your whole family as well.
Oh, my God. Seriously? Rose, what is wrong with you?
Why would you go on my son's iPad for me to see?
Yeah, well, I thought that was not going to be discovered. So I'm sorry about that. But I can't believe you would do this. This is so unbelievable. Like, I'm watching your kids for free. I'm spending time with my my nephews.
Sounds like a movie, The Case of the Horny Babysitter.
You should have just called me and told me not to do it.
Dave, be rational here. Your sister asking you to watch her kids so she can go do whatever she wanted to do does not click to her, or most other siblings say, hey, by the way, don't watch any porn around my kids.
You shouldn't have to. For the same reason you shouldn't have to say, hey, don't burn down the house.
Well, I mean, there's obviously warning labels because some moron did something bad they shouldn't have done.
But now we all have to do that?
Yeah, hey, don't burn down the house, don't watch porn.
Why don't you just get a neighborhood kid, like a 15-year-old girl or something?
Oh, that's a good idea because 15-year-olds don't look at bad things.
Yeah,
Or
good
do
point.
dumb things.
And then just stay home.
Okay.
Don't have a life.
Never go out.
You're not allowed to. If you can't take your kids, you can't go. Okay, I guess it's up to you to deal with the rest of the family now, Rosemary and Dave. Rosemary,
Good luck.
thanks for contacting us, although we all feel weirder for it.
I feel weird too, guys.
And Dave, hold on. I want to find out what category you were looking
stop
at.
it.
Aaron,
It's driving me nuts now.
he wants your favorite pick.
Y'all guys, gross. Okay, we're going to end this call.
Don't have Eric as a babysitter either.
Okay, and that's all for today.
Bring my own iPad.
Have a wonderful day. Take care.
Thanks.
All right, you take care, Rosemary. That's a
yeah.
public shaming there.
That's 100% true. Go to krbe.com if you would like to get with Eric for revenge, unless the revenge is on Eric.
That has happened.
And then just call us. Reach out to Roula or myself, Ryan.
That where they've screwed me over and they say one thing and it's not.
Well, that happens.
Or the revenge
I
was
look
way
bad.
worse. Yeah, we're like, did you know that was? No, I didn't know that's what they'd done.
Well, they leave parts out.
Yes.
Yes. Well, that happens all the time on the phones, too. Like Ahmad can tell you, they'll call about one thing. They'll say they're going to say something, and then they get live on the air with us, and it's completely
Turn around.
different.
Or some people just freeze.
No, they just
They get
veer too
scared.
far away from the topic.
It's
You're
just
like, wait,
us. No need to
I
get
thought you were going to
scared.
say this other thing about when you were at the store. Oh, right. Huh? What? What are you saying? Anyway, it's very cold outside. If you're just tuning in and you're just waking up or you're just catching us here on the Roula and Ryan Show, it's very cold outside. All schools are closed. And we want to know, if you had to go to work, what do you do? Like, you're going to work right now or you're already at work. What do you do? You know what we do.
And how's it
We
like
could have broadcast from the house
out on the roads right now?
It's good to be in
Technically.
here. Somebody said that they work at a car dealership.
Uh-huh.
And they're working today. I'm like, I guess they're getting a wreck. If you said 250 accidents.
There were 200 Houston Fire Department response calls for ice-related accidents yesterday.
I guess they'd be open to get you a car. But I'd be staying in today.
Yeah, I think so, too.
713-390-KRBE. We'll talk to you next. If you're at work or you're on your way to work, tell us what you do. Next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Houston, there's another freeze. Be safe out on the roads, please. I hope that your pantry's stocked and you gassed up your car. Oh, Houston, stay warm. Oh, Houston, we can weather this storm. I miss summer.
Yeah, don't we all?
2
We're
days,
under
it'll be back.
a hard freeze warning. We've got the wind chill advisory. It's feeling like it's between 5 to 10 degrees. Y'all, there are, I mean,
less than
basically,
It feels less than that.
there are closures all over the place as far as businesses, but I wanted to point out, like, if for some reason you were thinking about going to the zoo today, don't. That's closed. Also, if you wanted to take the family to NASA, maybe you've got family coming in, they're closed.
I would like to talk to a zookeeper someday. Like,
Yeah, what's
how
the
do the
protocol?
animals act today?
Yeah, with no humans.
Some of them are like, yes, this is awesome. Feels so good.
Getting a break
Nobody's
from those
looking at us
a-holes.
today.
Do we have polar bears in there? I don't know if we do.
I don't know if we have polar
In
bears.
Chicago, we had polar bears. They love it.
I don't think.
Oh, and by the way, like
Not too hot here.
Bark Houston, because I know there's, first of all pets should be inside, but Bark Houston, the shelter's closed to the public today. Staff will be on site to take care of the animals. So a lot of people going to work today.
713-390-KRBE, and that's what we want to know. If you are at work, what is it that you do, and how stressful was it for you to have to even think about not going to work, and then you're going to pucker because, your manager's like, we really need you to be here.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, wait,
Sell
you really
some
need me? But when I
tires.
wanted that raise, you said I couldn't get one, but you really need me here.
But if you're doing business with companies outside of Houston, you need to be at work.
Somebody said, careful because the roads look clear, but I spun out on the Beltway this morning on the west side near West Road. Luckily, I'm safe, and so is my SUV, but I should be working from home today.
And that'll wake you up.
Yeah.
That'll wake
I mean,
you up.
that ice is scary. Like I said, there were over 200 accident reports from the Houston Fire Department yesterday. They responded to more than 200 accidents due to the icy patches.
Dorian is up first. Hi, Dorian. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show at 104.1 KRBE. Good morning.
Hi, Dorian.
What's up, Roula? What's up, Eric? What's up, guys? I listen to y'all all the time. I love the show.
Hey, I love that you listen to us. Thank you
Even in
so
the
much,
cold.
Dorian. What do you do for a living?
So I've called in before, like years ago. I got in and I talked to Eric. I used to work for Orkin, and I'm still a pest control tech now, but I'm with a different company, and we got to work today.
Oh, really?
So what does that exactly entail? Do you have to report to an office first so somebody can see you? Or is it more like you left your house and you went to the first client's house? What does reporting to work mean?
Yeah, so Eric would know we get a company truck, and then today we had to come up to the office for a meeting, and then we go out and we start our route. So I'll be in the heights today working, but the freeways were a little slick. Everybody's emergency lights are on, driving slow. So I didn't think we were going to have to work.
The bugs don't want to come out in the cold?
Let me ask you, though. Is it harder to find the bugs when it's all frozen like this?
You know what? There's not going to be much activity. Typically, when I treat a house, we're spraying 3 feet up, 6 feet out. You're going to see a spider jump out or something. Today, everything's probably going to be tucked back, so I'll be mostly de-webbing, get rid of spider webs. And stuff.
Oh, wow, de-webbing. Wow,
Because the spiders are like, I'm hungry.
Wow.
There's no food coming around.
And how long of a day do you have today, Dorian? When can you check out and go back home?
So typically we've got an 8, an 8:30, a 9, or 9:30. So depending on what customers allow me to service today because of the weather, I could be done around 2, 3,
12.
maybe sooner.
That's happened to me back then. I'd go to the meeting at 7:30 and get out there because I did sales. So I'd have to go try and
I'm literally at the meeting now. I walked in a little late because I was on hold waiting for y'all. So I'm standing in the hallway. I'm I'm on the radio with 104.1.
Well, what's your company? What company is it?
So I work for EcoShield now. I took a leap of faith and have been with Orkin for 6 years, and these people were so nice over here. I knew the manager. They've been asking me to come over. I'm a great customer service tech guy.
Nice.
And I finally jumped out on faith, y'all, and I started on the 3rd here, and I'm having a great time with these people.
What are some of the
Pretty
bug
nice company.
perks?
That's awesome.
Well, you get the chemicals for your house and your friends.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
exactly what it is.
I can treat my own house. I want to add this, y'all, because I know I don't get on air a lot. I'm a local Houston artist, a music artist.
Oh, cool.
I perform all around the city. Look me up. My name is It's Crucial, and you spell crucial with a K. It's ITSKRUCIAL. I make pop, country music, hip hop, and R&B. I'm working on 2 albums now.
Wow.
My goal is to get on y'all's station where Ruler's next up, it's crucial. Where I come from.
It's crucial.
I
That's
like
a great
that.
goal to have, Dorian.
And what a great story.
It's crucial.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you make it, you can say you're a pest control guy.
Paid the
Yeah.
bills, killing bugs.
That's right.
That's
They
cool.
love that kind of stuff in the music industry. Dorian, good luck to you. Thank you so much for listening to our show. Have a fantastic day. Now, that is pretty crucial to kill bugs. I don't know how I'm working that in.
Except for this time of year.
Here's a caller who I don't know how important this one is, but we're asking people who had to go to work today because it's super important you're there.
What are
You
you
got to be
doing?
there today.
What
You
are you
gotta be
doing?
there.
Jules, welcome to the show. Tell us what you do for a living.
Hello.
Hi.
Good morning.
Hi. Good morning, guys. I work at a tanning salon.
Super necessary.
Do you think you're going to get a lot of people wanting to work on their tan
Well,
when it's
forget that,
10
right?
degrees?
Do they force you to go in today and say, what, you're fired if you don't come in on the hard freeze day because everyone needs to get their tans on?
No, seriously. My fiance actually works for a water company, and he's out today. But I was like, no, I save lives, so I have to go in.
No.
It is warm in the tanning bed, though.
Yes, but who's going
Who's
there?
going out of their way?
Well, maybe you have a cold house and you want to get a warm tan.
Are you the only one there right now, Jules?
Man.
Like, what are your hours?
Yeah, they only have one of us working at a time today, so I work from 7 to 3, and then my coworker comes in.
Anybody
to finish
yet?
out the shift.
It's 7:30 now, 7:28.
Yeah, did anybody come in? Or is it appointment-based?
Yeah.
No, it's not appointment-based.
You could just walk in off the street and say, hey, I want a tan.
So
now,
it could
do you
be
notice?
no one coming in.
Exactly,
or it
that's
could
what
be
I was
like
trying to
4
get
people
to.
coming
Yeah.
in.
Have you noticed, like, when the weather's crappy, do people still come in?
Well, yesterday I worked, and I saw 10 people all day. So,
still
and they
pretty
were
good.
all of our regulars.
How many do you see on a regular day?
I probably see around 30 to 40.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah, people going on vacations, I guess. They want the tan.
I guess so. All right.
Let
Well,
that face look.
I'm glad you're out there saving lives, Jules.
Thank you so much.
You stay tan.
Take care.
Houston firefighters, the police, emergency, and tanning salons.
Tanning salons.
said you stay tan. That made me think of you stay safe, San Diego.
Yeah, you stay classy. You stay tan.
Jesse
You stay
is up
tan,
next. We're asking those of you who are listening to the Roula and Ryan show right now at 713-390-KRBE, what do you do for a living? Why are you at work? And I don't know, Jesse, I don't think has much of a different job from the outside than the inside. Jesse, tell us where you work. Good morning.
So I work for a cold storage facility out here in Baytown, Texas. So I get to come in from the outside cold into the inside cold because we're negative 28 degrees inside.
Oh, my gracious.
Well, this is nothing for you.
Now, what kind of company is this again?
Cold storage?
It's a cold storage facility.
Okay, cold
We
storage.
we hold like all the frozen foods for like Walmart and like Tyson Foods, and then whenever they're ready to ship it out overseas, I handle all the government paperwork for it to be on the ship.
What feels worse,
Wow.
inside or outside?
The wind chill kind of makes it worse outside, but working inside with it being negative 20, it feels like pins and needles are going into your skin.
Yeah. Oh, gosh, I can only
Can you ever
imagine.
get used to that? I can't imagine you ever getting used to that job.
Well, I've been in this industry for about 15 years, so it's kind of gotten used to it, but it's still sometimes whenever you walk in, it kind of shocks you whenever you're walking in.
What's it
And, then
like?
and with me having like facial hair, I'll walk out and I'll have like
Icicles?
frost all over my
Are you
beard.
like
yeah.
Andy
Oh, my
Reid? You
gosh.
see Andy Reid, the Chiefs?
Yeah.
coach? He
Oh,
had
my
the
gosh. It was like
icicles all
Ew,
over.
it was
His
underneath
mustache?
his
Yeah.
nose from like the snow.
Now, what's it like when it's 104 degrees outside in Houston in the summer?
Oh, that's true. It's like total opposite.
That's got to feel weird.
Like you come out of
great.
that.
Probably. Jesse?
But it's
He's frozen.
He froze. He froze.
Jesse, what's
yeah,
that?
I
In the
froze.
summertime when it's so hot in Houston, everyone just can't get a break. Like over the summer, like the crazy 114 degree days. Does that make you
I'll
look
walk in the
forward to
freezer
going
and
here?
just cool down.
Yeah, exactly.
But when you leave work, is it just like, oh my God, I'm stepping into an oven?
Yes,
Even more so.
especially during the summer.
Yeah, because I feel like you're so cold.
That's kind of cool. I never thought of that job being this close.
Yeah.
But there's got to be, like, don't you have like a specific, like, not uniform, but they give you coats and stuff to wear, right? You're not just.
Yeah, and
you
we
have
have,
a special.
we have freezer gear that they give us that we could put on whenever we go inside of the freezer.
God, they don't even have like one little designated warm room.
It's like that place in Vegas where you can go and wear those outfits.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
32
Where everything's
below.
made of ice.
Yeah. Hell no. That's
Like
not-
the ice hotel.
That doesn't look fun to me.
No.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, why don't I go to the ice hotel?
Because you don't want to wear that.
Because I don't wear that same coat that everybody else wears. That's why I will not do
Only
stuff
you
like
would
that.
think of that.
Honey, there are a lot of things I have not done because I have to share the jumper. I won't share the jumper.
That's why ziplining.
I am grossed out by the jumper and the helmets.
You won't go
and the
ziplining
stuff.
because of that?
Those helmets
Yeah,
smell.
Yeah, oh God.
In other countries,
They
I'm like,
spray
I gotta-
them down.
Yeah, I think it would be
But it's
worth
got that
it.
Spraying with
sour
what?
smell.
What kind of magic spray is there, Ryan, that's going to take lice away and all that other
Lysol?
stuff? No, I don't want to know.
Does Lysol kill lice?
I don't know. Does it say on the bottle? Let's
Well, I'm
find out.
sure they can't really survive without
Does it
alcohol
kill
on them.
lice? Lysol. That's what it's called. Lysol.
Lice.
Lysol for life. Now some poor person that doesn't understand how, like, they're not listening, like, with both ears.
Yeah.
Some poor mom or dad is gonna be like, I heard that lice. If your child has lice, you spray their head with Lysol.
You don't need that one place that
It
don't
says
do that.
Lysol is ineffective at killing lice on household surfaces.
Okay, well, let's ask a physician if she's ever seen anybody come in with a Lysol lice.
How did we go down that?
Shivani is up, and she is a physician. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, we're asking the question, who's at work today and what are you doing? Shivani, from what I see, Ahmad wrote to me, you have a pretty important job and probably a very busy one. Tell everyone what you do.
Yeah, I'm a physician at Children's Memorial Hermann Hospital.
Wow.
I mean, it's almost as important
Awesome.
as tanning salons. But
Sam and I are going to need your phone number so we can text you random questions at all hours of the night about our own kids.
Is this normal?
Oh, yes, I'm used to that.
You're in Roula and Sam's personal cell phones. That's where you're going to be, Shivani. How long have you been a doctor, Shivani?
Well, if you include the amount of years I've been training, I've been around for about 7 years now.
Okay.
7 years.
That's
So,
amazing.
how busy is it right now in your hospital?
It honestly has been bursting at the seams for months now. Every children's hospital in the greater Houston area is just popping all hours of the day, 24/7. We've got kids coming in trying to make room for kids that are sick. So really, I just wanted to, give a shout out to not only the physicians that are working today, but the nurses, respiratory therapists, janitorial staff, everyone in the cafeterias that are keeping all of us fed. Lots and lots of people go into running a hospital, and all of us have to be here today, not just the doctors and nurses. And so, I think it's really important to just emphasize all of the people that are driving into work today to make sure that these kids and families are safe.
Thank you for what you do. Are you seeing like just a huge uptick in kids getting like the flu and RSV and COVID?
Yeah, all kinds of things. The flu, RSV, all other random kinds of viruses and, just a little bit of everything. They're coming in sick and we're doing the absolute best we can to get them back to health and get them home and back to their families.
Random medical question for you, Shivani.
Yeah.
Is RSV not as scary if somebody's like 12 versus 2? I mean, I know it's really scary if you have an infant because my daughter had it at 6 weeks and that was terrifying. It was almost a fatality.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. But if my oldest is 12. If she gets RSV, it's probably not going to hit her as hard, right, as like the younger babies. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, she can get, pretty sick, but in terms of being able to, her body being strong enough to handle it, once you're older and the little airways in your lungs are bigger and all that kind of good stuff, you're able to cough and spit gunk out when you cough it up.
True.
You're able to, fight the virus a lot harder than a little baby who doesn't know how to do those things.
Well, I'm going to play this audio clip of my child snoring that last night.
Yeah, play that
and you're going to diagnose her.
Here, listen to this.
But for real,
Can you do
Shivani.
a diagnosis over the phone?
Listen, I recorded my daughter this morning.
Are your best friend.
It's true. Listen to
All right,
this.
listen to this.
This is this morning when I left. I was like, "What is that noise?"
I've never heard
It was
anything.
my child asleep, and I cannot.
Okay.
I'm a mother
like a
of 3
predator.
children. The oldest is 12. I've seen a lot. I've never heard this.
Okay.
That's her breathing.
She is congested.
Super congested, right?
It sounds like somebody's like sipping tea.
Yes,
So weird.
exactly. So she's slurping a hot beverage, and she was just asleep.
Oh.
I was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna have
Put in
to."
the shower.
Yeah, humidifier, steam shower, all that good stuff.
Run a hot shower, put some Vicks, give her a humidifier when she's sleeping at night,
So
tell her
is
to
that
blow it all out.
like
It's gross,
putting
but blow it all out.
putting the Vicks
Yes.
on.
The Vicks is the magic cure. Shivani, God bless you and your
Put it
whole
on your
team.
feet, the bottom of your feet, and then put socks
and
on.
put socks on. Shivani, God bless you. Thanks so much for taking the time to call us. Be careful, stay safe, and tell everybody we are super proud of the job they do every day. We have a visitor in the studio. You're going to meet the visitor next on the Roula and Ryan Show. I'm having a baby right now. I'm legit having one. We'll be right back. Find out who this is next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Keep your radio right here.
Time for your daily scoop. Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
On KRBE.
Well, today there's a freeze. No school. A lot of people are working from home if they can do so. And we've talked to a lot of people who had to go to work for whatever their essential job is or, tanning salon.
I wonder if a lot of people are going to be tanning today.
And a lot of people forgot that the Emmys were on last night. And to tell us all about it, here's Santiago. Just kidding.
Come on, buddy, talk.
Sam's baby is here.
Go ahead, baby.
Say hi.
He's like just eating my headphones right now at the moment.
Yes, pretty much he's been chewing on a dog's ear.
Explain
the
why.
Raising Cane's disco dog.
Explain why your son came in with you.
Well, he didn't in the beginning.
No.
You know what I mean? Mark took him to daycare at 5 this morning, and because my husband has to work at the hospital, and so, the hospital's not closed.
Correct.
There he goes.
There he's talking.
And daycare called and said, "Come get this baby."
Yeah, they
He's
were like,
eating everything.
"We have no water." And then I show up, and then he was the only kid there. And I was like, "Well, okay. Let me go grab my baby real quick." So Santiago, is in studio with us now.
Maybe your spotlight today.
He will be my spotlight. Should we just make him? You can kind of he likes to giggle, but he's just being little silly babes right now.
Well, he's pretty quiet because at 10 months
Santi's
old,
spotlight.
they just sit and look cuddleicious
Oh yeah, he's super cuddly.
until they try to not be cuddleicious anymore and get into the cabinets and stuff and start crawling
You
and
forget,
walking.
though, they're like, because he weighs, 20 pounds?
He's like 22 pounds
You're
right
trying
now.
to hold him, you forget.
Oh, wow.
It's fun
He
for
is-
3 or 4 minutes, but
Oh yeah.
If you have him on
your
one
arm gets
arm,
sore.
then your wrist starts to hurt.
It
because
is a
you're holding
workout.
your
Do you notice that
hand in.
one side you've got more of a muscle than the other side because of holding?
Well, the thing is too, I'm right-handed, so I like to put him on my left hip. So that then I have access with my right hand. It's kind of like a
That's good. It
balancing
makes that one
act.
stronger.
Yeah. So that's where normally he's at, on the left side.
Yes.
But he's crawling, he's standing up, getting into everything, but this floor is gross.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I don't-
do not
don't
put him on this
crawl
floor.
on our
I don't want to put him on the floor.
not.
Will you stop eating that?
So while he's chewing on the wires of the headphones,
Be careful.
in case you missed it, the Emmys were on last night on Fox. Anthony Anderson was the host, and they did a really great job of throwing it back to all the casts of all these different iconic shows over the years. Quinta Brunson won Best Actress in a Comedy for her role as Philadelphia school teacher Janine Teagues in Abbott Elementary. What I did not realize is that she is the first black actress in 42 years to win lead actress in a comedy.
Who's the last person?
No, she's the first.
She's the first in 42 years, but who was the last person 42 years ago?
No, there hasn't
There's
been.
never been.
There's
She
never
is
been.
the first.
No, Mom told me Jackie Harriet won, but I thought she won for
the Emmys have been going a lot longer than 42 years.
75 years, I think this is their...
Yeah.
It's Isabel Sanford.
Yes.
Oh, Wheezy from Jefferson's won it.
Yeah, she was the last one to win it.
Wow.
42 years ago.
Wow.
And then I misspoke. Jackie was supporting. She
Supporting
won in
actress for comedy.
1987.
For 227?
So yeah.
Although
Jackie.
Kevin's favorite, always Sunny in Philadelphia, the cast came out. They're like,
Yes.
So this has been going on for 75 years? We've been on 16 years. We've never been nominated
We've
once.
never been invited. How come we never been on
And
there?
then DeVito's like, well, I won one.
And I have 4 total from my time with Taxi. Yeah. And then they showed an old picture of Dan DeVito's first series that made him famous. And you know what's interesting? They
Taxi.
It was called Taxi. And I don't know. I never thought of what the taxi cab depot staff does, but there was a whole show about it in the 70s.
I just remember reruns I'd watch. I'd be like, this is boring. I'd turn it. That and MASH.
Oh, yeah.
God, just
That
the theme song.
was so depressing. I was like, what
It's
is
called
this?
Suicide is Painless.
I'm changing this channel.
I mean, they made a television series about the Korean conflict, which lasted 3 years, but the series lasted 11 years.
Was it 11 years?
It was 11 years it ran, and it
Well, the
still
whole
holds the
nation
record.
was-
the most watched show of all time.
And nobody can beat it because nobody watches TV like that anymore.
Back then, there was only about 3 channels.
It was 3 channels, and it was like the only show that was good that was on that night. But Grey's Anatomy came together. Katherine Heigl was there with Chandra Wilson and that whole cast. And then you had Dr. Melfi, who is a Lorraine Bracco, and Christopher Moltisanti, who is Michael Imperioli. They came out on the set of Sopranos.
The Beal was cute, how they danced.
I missed that part, Eric. I'm so mad
They did
I
the whole
missed that
bathroom.
part.
Remember, I forgot they had the unisex bathroom
In the show,
on
Alan
that show,
Gale.
so that the 3 guys came out.
So I never watched that show. I just remember there was a dancing baby.
Yeah, they mentioned that part. I forgot she's still with Harrison Ford.
Yeah?
Yeah, they've been married for a long time. Oh, and actually,
She looked good, by the
Anthony
way.
Anderson's mother called him Henry Ford. Anthony Anderson's mother is in the stand, is in the seats, and she's supposed to be like, I'm
Henry
gonna
Ford.
wrap
Henry
you
Ford.
up. Listen,
He invented the Model T.
right? And so she's
No,
supposed to
this
like
one.
wrap you up and shut you up and stuff. And so when they threw to her, when the show started, Harrison Ford and Callista Flockhart were sitting in front of her. On this other throw to her in the audience, like an hour and a half in, he was not in his seat. There was a seat filler. And so she goes, he's like, Mama, how are you feeling? She goes, oh, I'm feeling good. He's like, you making friends? She goes, yeah, I talked to Henry Ford. And then he's like, that's not Harrison Ford in front of you. Because he corrected her, but didn't say he was correcting her. And then he goes, that's not Harrison Ford. Well, he was here. And then you're like, oh, I guess he wanted to leave. Yeah, his wife made him leave. But I don't think she had done her reunion part yet. So they had moved them. Y'all, there was a lot of shots later in the Emmys of empty seats. Like everyone was like, I'm out. Or the drinks were so dang good, they didn't come back for the seats.
Like at the back left.
Yes, there was huge patches like a football game of people missing at the Emmys.
And Beef won a lot, too. We talked about Bear and Succession, but Beef...
with Stephen Young?
Yeah, he won.
He won, Ali won, and the creator won.
He won like 3 times.
Yeah, so they won all the Golden Globes for limited series and for, not limited series, but anthology series, what they call it?
No, that's not, Beef is an anthology.
What is it called?
That's what the title was, is series or
An anthology is like, basically, like American Horror Story, where you've got like a different
limited
cast
series.
every
it's a
time.
limited series.
They kept talking about the anthology stuff.
Yeah,
like,
limited.
kept thinking of Pearl Jam.
That's Vitology.
Oh.
Vitamin and Ryan Show on KRBE with what's going down in H-Town.
Okay, we're under a hard freeze warning, and we also have a wind chill advisory. That means it could feel between 5 to 10 degrees. By the way, I was just checking this out. Both lanes on 59 in Sugar Land closed right now due to dangerous icy conditions. ERCOT is asking people to conserve energy between now and 9 a.m. They're forecasting higher demand. We got to take this stuff seriously. Yesterday, the Houston Fire Department responded to more than 200 accidents due to these icy patches. There will be no court today. The dockets and jury were canceled for today. I know that the Galveston Boulevard Ferry is closed to the public right now. It's only being utilized for active emergencies. And the Metro Rail will continue to operate its regular service. Metro Lift riders with scheduled trips will not be affected. And that's what's going down in H-Town.
We were talking about Sam's baby being in the studio, and one of our loyal listeners said, what are you talking about? You guys got a baby in the studio every single day, Eric.
That's only tomorrow.
Man, baby.
That's why during rapid fire.
Wow. The man baby is here every day. Every day. Okay, 713-390-KRBE. We'll take your calls if you are out and about today, or you're at work, or you just want to share your thoughts on the Roula and Ryan show. Well, yes, we can do that. And I have to replay that song because somebody woke up, like, when you're first waking up and you don't know what you're hearing. There was a BK commercial. Sounds like some odd. No, we did do that.
I wish we could send to BK because maybe he'd get some free food, but knowing them, they'd probably sue him.
I know, they'd probably shut it down.
Copyright infringement and mod.
I'm in jail now.
What is the BK Houston Freeze commercial? It's a mod. You're going to hear it next on the Roula and Ryan show.